Hello, I'm John Hartoch. I provide the voice to the audiobooks of the Clement Wisdom series of World War II mystery thrillers by VM Knox. Here's a short extract. Hope you like it. A loud and violent noise woke Clement. He could hear Helen's frantic voice in the hallway. He jumped out of bed and opened the door to the corridor. "Do you know what is happening, Clement?" James was shouting. He knew it wasn't a thunderstorm, but something much more serious. "James, do you have a crypt under the church?" "We do." "Take Helen and the children and get them into it as fast as possible. Don't forget your gas masks." With each passing second, the low droning increased, until it roared in the darkness above them, the unstoppable barrage so loud that it passed through one's very core. Then came the detonation. Clement grabbed his dressing gown and, wrapping it around himself, reached for his gas mask and then ran downstairs. Moore, back from the crypt, opened the door to the street. The sky was dark, less than a quarter moon. People were gathering on the street, struck with astonishment at what was happening, but the sight of the local vicar opening the church was enough for many to follow. Above them, Clement saw a single beam from a nearby searchlight strobe across the night sky and cross with another some miles distant. Caught in its ferocious glare were the dark and ominous shapes of aeroplanes, hundreds of them, passing through the piercing shaft of light. The incessant noise thundered on, only punctuated by the long, screeching sound of falling bombs as they wailed towards the earth. People stopped where they stood, rooted in fear, staring into the darkness. Explosions and flashing lights in rapid succession lit up the sky. It was raw and powerful. Death was raining down. James opened the door to the church and people ran for its shelter. "This way!" James shouted, as frightened people, women, children and the elderly, descended the dark stairs in complete silence. "Clement, do you have any matches?" James asked. He shook his head as a man beside him produced a matchbox, and James lit the lamp hanging on the wall beside the staircase. "Is that the only lamp?" Clement asked. James nodded. "I have several on the bookcase in my study, useless now. I'll go back." "Are you sure, Clement?" James handed in the keys to the rectory. Clement held no illusions about his own mortality. A line from his favourite Shakespeare play, Henry V, popped into his head. "We are in God's hand, brother, not in theirs." It was just as truthful for them this night in London as it had been for the English at Agincourt. He hurried up the stairs and into the night. The noise was intense. Overhead the searchlights still lit up the night sky and anti-aircraft fire streaked towards the bombers. Somewhere sirens were wailing. The long, piercing sound of falling bombs increased, silent only for a heart-stopping second before detonation. Then the earth shuddered.
Hi, thanks for watching. We hope you're enjoying our interviews and book readings. And if you are, leave us a comment. Tell us what your favourite book genres are. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit that bell so you don't miss out when we post new content.